All right, so we're installing the hex lighting here. As you can see, that's how I have it installed in my little garage. It's a two-door, and the third car's over there. Either way, this is kind of before I have one of those, aftermarket Amazon special lights, and it's pretty bright, like looking at it, but it doesn't put off as much light. So we're gonna see what these hex lights are made of. All right, I couldn't find a video online, so ignore the nastiness going on right here, but I'm not an electrician, so don't follow me, but this is what I'm going to do. But first, let's remove this fixture and the mount for the fixture, and we'll get to the wiring here. Okay, so how I have mine mounted, I'm gonna have to extend these wires. They only give you a little foot, piece, but 1 foot piece, that's probably the thing I hated the most about this kit. But we're gonna go ahead and get this one removed, clean all this mess up, and how I'm going to connect it is brown to black, or your hot wire, and then blue is your neutral. So there's a black wire and a white wire, so that's how we'll connect it. So black is hot and white is neutral. All right, and how I did this is I drilled a hole through this because I want to reuse this housing until I get something more professional. And so my wire is going to look like it's going to be plugged into this, but it's actually not. It's going to be running through the housing, through that little hole right there that you can see that I drilled. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. All right, so this is how I have it wired in. So as I was saying earlier, I had to create an extension. That's what this is right here. And I put the brown to the black. This is like a piece of low voltage wiring. But I put the brown to the black, so that way it goes to the black on this end. And then the red for hot, or neutral, sorry, neutral. So the red's going to the actual blue wire. But I'm not an electrician, so do not follow my advice. This is just how I'm wiring it up, and maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, but this is the way I do it. All right, so I have a piece of like wire hiding material, like a conduit for the wall. So it kind of blends in very well. I have my wire ran into right here, and then the other end is over here. Makes it look more clean and uniform. So let me back up here so y'all can see what that looks like. But yeah, what do y'all think? All right, and here's the final product here. As you can see, the light is super nice. So what I did is, what you can do is you can hang it like how it is, right? With no wall anchors. So like, I just have the coarse threaded screws that I use different screws that have more coarse thread to screw right into the sheetrock. And there's literally every bracket is a screw. So one screw should hold literally a whole light bar by itself. So you multiply that times like 20 or however many lights there are. So you can do this. What I would do, if you are too weary of just screwing in a sheetrock, what I would do is put all your screws in, remove it, put the sheetrock anchor into the screw hole, and then put your screw into the sheetrock anchor if you're worried about it falling. But there's no way with this thing falling or anything like that. I was very careful when I put it into the sheetrock, but you can see just that one hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it has 6 sides. But so it has 6 screws holding, and these things literally weigh nothing. They weigh, each one probably, I don't even know, probably weighs a few ounces. Like, they are super, super light. So no pun intended, but you can find this on my TikTok shop. I'll link it below, and let me know what y'all think.